What is sure to be an eventful term for working people, immigrants, and the poor. Self-care is political, not because we want it to be, but because of the inevitable shaming of someone doing a face mask while financially stressed. All right, joining me right now, campus reform contributor Emma Michel and the Federalist Bree Payton. Bree, can you even explain what she even mean? What does she mean, face mask? I mean, I'm sorry, I don't even follow her tweet. I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, the part that I had a hard time with following her there is when she said that self-care is political. I don't really see how face masks are a political issue. I'm here to tell you that they're really not. You know, you can enjoy a nice cucumber mask and you don't have to be progressive or liberal or conservative or anything like that. You know, it's very clearly not a political thing. At the end of the day, however, though, I think we need to keep our eyes on the ball when it comes to Ocasio-Cortez and point out the things that do make her dangerous, right? The fact that she wants to abolish ICE, that's far more dangerous than her talking about yoga routines or taking a few days off or different things like that. I think that we need to just really keep our attention on the proposals that she is pushing that are dangerous and detrimental to the country.
She's a socialist, and we have been talking throughout the evening and throughout the last several days about Venezuela on the brink, and you see the devastation, the destruction there. An economy that was once thriving is now in total shambles, with better than 80% of the population living in poverty. I mean, this is what the people are now faced with, and this woman, who doesn't strike me as extraordinarily bright, I mean, whether she's talking about self-care or whether she's talking about the Constitution or whether she's talking about world economies, not especially bright, Emma. I think if she had her way, we'd be following right in the footsteps of the likes of Nicolas Maduro, Hugo Chavez, and Fidel Castro.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, that's her platform. She is a socialist. And really what this conversation is not about is face masks. What it is about is personal responsibility. Just recently, she was in the headlines for saying she couldn't afford to find a place to live in Washington, D.C. And now she's saying, well, I need a break. I need to take some time off. And that's out of touch with reality for a lot of people who, when they can't afford a place to live, they don't get to go take time off. They go to work and they earn money so that they can figure out their living situation. And that's a very important thing to pay attention to. And really, this comes from an overall attitude of entitlement. And it's something that millennials are accused of all the time. And at the Leadership Institute's campus reform, we have reported on the spike in socialism's popularity on the college campus. Students love these ideas of free tuition, free health care, student loan forgiveness, and really what this stems from is an attitude of entitlement.
I wonder if part of it is because I've tried to, and you guys are younger than me, so you have your pulse more on the millennial generation. I just look at it and them and you guys, and you're not like them, but I kind of scratch my head because I say, you know, like, look, I don't know, when I had a job from the time I was 12, by the way. I used to earn $25 a week teaching swimming in my summer job. And then when I was 14, the minute I got out for summer break, my mother would say, do not come back until you have a job. And I bussed tables and I waitressed and I did whatever, but that was just sort of the rule. Has it changed that much? I mean, do moms no longer say to their kids, hey, get out there and don't come home until you have a job, Bree?
Yeah, I mean, I think it has changed a lot. I think that the way that teens are raised now is significantly different than the way that they, you know, were raised even a decade ago or even when I was a teenager. I mean, I have a 16-year-old sister, and things are definitely a lot different for her than they are for me in a number of ways. And I think that one of the things that have contributed to this are the rise of helicopter parenting, or the rise of parents just really hovering over their children and being overly protective of them, as we see this kind of behavior, you know, the fallout of that behavior on college campuses. This is like a really big phenomenon with a lot of far-reaching impacts.
You know, my husband tells me that he used to walk to school when he was 5 years old, you know, in kindergarten. And I'm like, what? Because even I wouldn't let my little 5-year-old, you know, walk to school. But Emma, you know, that's, you know, he's not that old. But that was okay in small town America. And it's not okay anymore. So I do think, you know, parents, you know, we have a responsibility in all this. But also you guys, your generation has a responsibility. Because if you don't get with the program and you continue thinking, you know, you can take breaks instead of, you know, earning money for your rent, like Alexandria Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez does, that's not a good prescription for the future.
No, definitely not. And for me, I got a job when I was 16 years old. I was a barista. And I always say that was the most valuable job I'll ever have because it taught me how to work hard and it taught me where I'm going and to work to get to where I want to be. And that's an important thing to know.
Indeed. Thank you both. More Trish Regan Primetime next.